So, mum is the one who nurtures and protects initially. And around a mum, there is a distance. There's like a circle around a mother. She's the nurturer and protector. So when I'm close enough to her, I feel safe. I feel secure. This distance, this safety distance, initially it's a physical distance. Can I be reached enough? And if the 1-2-year-old toddler believes they're able to be reached enough, then they feel safe and they feel secure. So if the child experiences being here, then they can think. They can take a risk. They can play. They can be themselves, because if I get in trouble, my protector, my nurturer, will be able to help me. So I can go on the monkey bars because I can call out mum or dad. Within seconds, they're with me and they'll stop me from falling. But if mum or dad, or whoever I'm with, goes to the car, taking with them this line, all of a sudden, I feel like I'm on this side of the line. Can I be reached enough? No. I believe that I can't be reached enough. Then I feel unsafe. I feel insecure. I feel alone. I feel abandoned. Of course, the child isn't abandoned. The parent's just gone to the car, but the child feels that they're too far away. In that context, no longer can they think, can they take a risk, can they play, can they be themselves, because this is dangerous. At one level, it's a feeling a little bit akin to death. You can imagine the toddler in the African savannah 100,000 years ago. A toddler who is comfortable being a kilometre away from their protectors, their tribe, is never going to have children. That toddler will not survive. The ones who survived were the ones who, when they got too far away from their protectors, were terrified. Oh my goodness, I'm in acute danger. I've got to do something, got to do anything to get back across that line, because this is very, very unsafe and it makes me feel really insecure. And so in this state, they can no longer explore, take a risk. They've got to do something. They've got to take control. They've got to either take themselves back to where their attachment object is, or they've got to control the attachment object to come to them. But either way, it becomes very serious. It's no longer fun. Out here, it's very serious. Down here, it's just fun. Because this feels awful, and in fact, the attachment is run by emotion. To feel insecure triggers our three most powerful emotions. The first one is worry. Anything from mildly concerned through to a full-blown panic attack. It will get us back. Fear or sadness. To feel insecure, to feel rejected, to feel overlooked, to feel ignored. We've all had those feelings. You know it can also make you feel quite sad, mildly upset through to even wondering if life's worth living. And the third group of emotions it can trigger is anger. If you've wanted to be with someone but they've rejected you, it can make you worry, it can make you sad, but it can also make you furious. I care about you. How did you let me get out here? I'm furious at you. I'm so angry. And that anger can be mildly irritated through to, well, murderous anger for some people. And these emotions, the purpose of it is to drive you back closer to this person. But of course, what happens if you want to be with that person, but despite your best efforts, you find yourself still rejected? You know, when you're a teenager and you liked that girl or that boy, and you tried to get close to them, but they rejected you. You tried again, but they rejected you. You aren't going to try too many more times. In the end, you'll say to yourself, I don't care. You cope with your insecurity by denying. You avoid. You cope with your insecurity by avoiding the very person that you want. And this is quite normal. We all do this somewhat. So this is the basic security-insecurity idea. When we feel secure, life is easy. It's fun. It's playful. You can think. You can even take a chance. But if you feel insecure, that feels awful with a bunch of different emotions, sometimes mainly one or all three. Sad anger being particularly powerful. And you'll do something to make them come to you, or you'll intrude upon them, or you'll try to deny the fact you actually want them. So, when they do research into this field, 2 out of 3 kids basically feel secure. They basically feel on this side of the line. They're the lucky ones. 1 in 3 kids basically feel insecure. They basically feel that they don't get enough. They're not close enough. And they will do things to get back where they're closer, or they will try to convince themselves that they don't care. And they will avoid the very thing they want. Now, what's important here is that it's not what the child is actually getting most of the time. It is their perception of, do I get enough? Am I close enough? Initially, it's a physical distance. Can you be reached? But with time, it becomes a psychological distance. It is no longer, can you reach me? It's, am I on your mind enough? What makes someone feel secure and insecure is no longer, am I physically close to you, but am I on your mind enough? Do you understand me enough? Do you want to understand me enough? Am I important enough to you? If they feel you're on your mind enough, then they'll feel secure. If they don't think they're on your mind enough, they will feel insecure. And they will do something to get on your mind, or they'll try to convince themselves they don't care if they're on your mind or not. Whatever, I don't know, I don't care. Or attention seeking, which is really attachment seeking. They're seeking to get on your mind. Have you noticed, often with toddlers and young kids, when they are the most provocative is when you are on the telephone? Because when you're on the telephone, where is your mind? It's clearly somewhere else. And often that's the time that the kid is provoking, wanting your attention, wanting to ask you a question. Am I on your mind enough? Now, it's not about how much you are thinking of them, because if you think about secure children, you probably think about them very little. They're probably on your mind not much at all, but it's enough. But if you think about your insecure children, they're probably on your mind 10% of the day, 20%, 50%, constantly on your mind, and yet it's not enough. So it's not about how much you are thinking about them, it's the child's perception of what is enough. And that's we'll look at in the next video.